You saw all those cool dual sports that are out there? You think they're too tall? Yeah? Well, maybe you're too short. I don't think so. We're going to show you how you can do it. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it on the Rant and Ride.
Look what happened. I woke up in a big old pile of money. Hey, all you KTM guys, come on. I'm Team Warren. Don't think I'm coming down on the but I, on the other hand, and you on the other hand, and a lot of people on the other hand, so why don't we have a 450? As a competitor to a lot of bikes. But here's my thinking.
Hey guys, Joe here, 690ADV, 690 Garage, 690ADV.com. What is cracking, snapping? Man, now that the floods are over here in Dallas, it's kind of nice out. It's a little chilly, but it's not bad. It's about probably 58 degrees here. But it's nice, and I ain't complaining because I'm about sick of the rain, man. Just all it does is just brings you down, down, down. But anyway, so if you haven't gone and got your decal, I know I keep saying this, go get them. They're free, 690adv.com. We're going to get them out to you. Guys should have already gotten some. We've got more going out this week. It just takes a little bit. I do have a day job. I don't get to do this full time. This is not my job. So I just get to ride and rant and run my mouth, and I enjoy it, and I thank you for tuning in. But anyway, happy Friday. Hope you had a good week. Anyway, intro to the rant this week. You're not very tall. You are maybe 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", 5'7". That's considered short in the motorcycle world. And you've seen bikes, and you're like, man, that ain't happening. I can't get that bike. I like it though. It's cool. It's too tall. And I've got about 6 bikes I'm going to talk about, and they're all sort of tall. They're not super tall. I'm 5'11", just hovering right on that 6 foot. I can ride just about any bike that's out there. Okay, so I'm have some rider friends that are short. As they say, hey, well, you're lucky. You know, you don't need kiss boots to go ride these bikes. So, but guess what? Just because you're, I don't even like to call you short because that's not really fair. You are what you are, but you can, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do it too. A lot of guys don't talk about it, and you're gonna hear guys tell you the things that I'm going to talk about. Oh, that's going to ruin your bike, man. It's not going to make it cool, man. It's not going to be like it's supposed to be from the factory, man. And I'm here to tell you, only believe some of the stuff you hear. Do your own research. No, and I'm here to tell you, yeah, it's not going to affect your bike, okay? Because I've got plenty of people that have their bikes lowered, and guess what? Their bikes are just fine. Anyway, so how can you do it when you see a tall bike that's out there and you want to do it? Well, guess what? You have to lower the bike. Yeah, you can lower it. It's not a big deal. It's actually pretty easy. It's fairly inexpensive, and you can do it yourself. And that's half the fun of dual sporting, as tinkering with your own bike and putting your own mods on your bike. So it's pretty simple. Just, a few tools, maybe get a buddy to come over and help you, and before you know it, that bike's ready to rock and roll. So there's really, depending on your height, there's 1, maybe 2 things that you need to do to get that bike to where it's going to work for you, to where you can get your feet on the ground and you can ride that bike and you feel comfortable riding down the road. Anyway, the bikes that are usually the most sought after, that people see and they want, are tall. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. And it makes you wonder, because most of the Japanese bikes are like, those guys are short, why are the bikes so big? I still haven't figured that one out to this day, because Japanese people are short, but the bikes are tall. So it is what it is. So we just have to make do with what we got, and there is options out there for us. So the first one is probably the tallest bike that's out there, and everybody's like, man, ain't no way, bro. Guess what? XR650L. That bike is tall, in the 37-inch range. Guess what? I am tippy-toeing on that bike. But guess what? I can get a lowering link. Just for everybody. All my gear, things that I talk about in my videos, go to the comment section, read it. It's in there. I'm going to put links to every one of these motorcycles that I'm talking about down there to where you can get a lowering link, and you can get that bike a little bit shorter so that it will work for you. if you are a little bit short. So, and it will work. So, the XR650L, guess what? You can lower that bike. You can basically lower it 2 inches. And a matter of fact, I think they actually do have a lowering kit that'll get it a little bit more than 2 inches. But guess what? That's the other part that's fun. Go out and do some of your own research. There's a link below. Go check it out, and it'll show you how you can, when you order it, on how to put that thing on, and you can lower that bike up to about 2 inches. The other one, WR 250R. Another, it's a 250. It's a very sought-after dual sport bike. Tall. It's 34 and change. It's 34 inches and change. It's not, it's not a short bike. But the reason these bikes are tall is because when you're off-road and you're trying to do the dirt, you need that bike to have some clearance, and you need that bike to have travel. So that way you're not bumping and grinding and dinging all over the place. So the WR250R, guess what? Link below. You can get that lowering link and drop the bike down. DRZ650, another tall bike. 34 inches and change, lowering link. DRZ400, another bike, 36 inches in seat height, lowering link. The KTM 690 Enduro R, that's the bike I'm riding. And a lot of guys that have looked at it and said, man, that bike is just freaking tall. I can't get it because I can't get my feet on the ground. It's got tons of power, and I'm probably going to get myself in a pickle. Well, guess what? It does have tons of power, and you can't get yourself in a pickle. I don't like to say it's a novice bike, but what I will say is that if you have been riding and you want a 690 and it is too tall for you and you are 5'5", 5'6", guess what? You can get it. And let me tell you how I know you can get it, because they make a lowering link for this bike as well. They make lowering links for almost every motorcycle that's out there. You just have to do your research in order to get that link that you're looking for. So, with that being said, Kuba, small story, I'm not going to make it long. My buddy, basically Storymoto, he has a 690. He picked one up, and he's ridden mine. He's like, man, I can't ever get a 690. It's just too tall. So long story short, I said, hey, man, what you need to do is look into a Kuba link. He goes, what's a Kuba link? I said, well, a Kuba link basically is a linkage system that goes in the back of the KTM, and it will drop that bike anywhere from 1 inch to almost 2 inches. He goes, are you messing with me? And I said, no, dude, I'm not messing with you. Anyway, to the end of the story, he got a 690. He got a Kuba link. He's 5'6", dude. He can ride that bike. He can get almost with riding boots on. I suggest if you're riding off-road, always wear boots. That way you don't break your ankle, or at least you can prepare yourself to not break your ankle or mess your foot up. But he can ride it. He can almost flat foot that thing, but not with the Kuba link. Like I said, depending on your height will dictate if it's a 1-part or a 2-part, because you may get that lowering link and it may drop that bike just enough, get them feet on the ground, and you feel very comfortable. Well, what happens whenever you lower it 1 inch or 2 inches, or the max amount that you can lower it, and you're still just a little bit under tippy toe, and you're not feeling real comfortable about it? Well, what are you going to do? Guess what? That's where the seats come into play, baby. Because what you do is you go and research. There are 3 seat manufacturers out there that I recommend that, and I'm not going to lie to you, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. They are going to cost you some money, but the beauty part is you get double whammy with them. First whammy is you're going to get comfort, because that's what they are. These seats are made to be comfortable and to travel on. So, you're paying for, what's your butt pain worth? And I have one of those seats on my KTM. It's not a lowering seat, but they make a lowering seat, and they make it for a lot of bikes. So, what seats do you want to get? What are the best seats out there? My opinion, you're going to have everybody across the board, and I'm sure somebody's going to chime in and say, hey, you know what? This seat is better than those seats. Well, they might be. I don't know. These are the seats that I know of, and I've seen, and I've put my hands on, and I've actually ridden on them, and I know that they're good. The first one, Seat Concepts. Seat Concept is going to be below in the description where you can go to their website and look your bike up, or the bike that you're interested in, and you can basically get that seat. And if you need a lowering seat, they can almost get another 1/2 to 1 inch and still be comfortable. So, with that being said, that's the two-part. Lowering link, seat. And then you get the comfort level of it too. So seat concept, that's my personal favorite. I love seat concept. They're super, super comfortable. I am not endorsed by them. I don't have anything. I just give them money. That's what I end up doing. But they're fantastic. You can't go wrong with it. They are awesome seats. Go look it up. Go check the forums out. Everybody loves seat concepts. The other one, my buddy at Story, Billy J, he loves Corbin. The Corbin seat has been around a long time. They make fantastic seats. They're pretty pricey. They're very proud of those seats, but they make lowered seats as well that can basically get you a little bit lower on that bike. If you check it out, they got my road closed. That sucks. But they can get that bike a little bit lower, maybe a half an inch to an inch lower, and you get the comfort. The other one is going to be Sargent seats. And Sargent's been around a long time, and a buddy of mine, Matt Bell, had one, and I can't remember exactly. It was like the all day or so. I can't remember. I don't even want to sit there and guess because I don't want to lie to you. But he loved it. He just swore by it. He just said it was fantastic. And you know I love to say the word fantastic. But I didn't actually get to sit on that seat, but I got to feel it and kind of squish it and push it. Nice seat. Very nice. Super, super comfortable. So, if you're thinking about dual sporting or getting into it, or you already ride, like say a cruiser, or if you ride a, heck, I don't know, sport bike or whatever, you know, hey, we love to have you come over to the dual sport world because we think once you try it, you're never going to go back. And, but like I said, it's really a two-part system. If you want to get that bike lowered, you can do it. Just remember, lowering links in the description. I've got them down there. And then also seats. That's the two-part. If you are a little bit shorter, then the lowering link will get you to the ground. And those are the things that you can do. And that will get you down there and allow you to get that bike and maybe get the bike that you wanted that you didn't think you could get. If you have a bike and you are a short rider, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me what you did to your bike. And tell me how you like it. And tell me if it changed anything. Does it feel any different? Here's the deal. I've got a Kuba Link on mine. I only took it down a half an inch. And I can't tell anything. I can't tell nothing. So it rides just as good. I've been on trips. I've done multi-thousand miles. And it's just fantastic. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Now, can I go back to factory? You bet I can, if I want to. So, but I don't want to because I'm pretty happy with what I got. The other thing is, if you learn anything when you lower your bike, always remember, if this is the last thing you remember from me, you're gonna have to drop your front forks just a little bit. Usually they'll tell you with that lowering link how far you need to drop your front forks. And it's usually not that much. It's usually about half the amount of what your lowering link is going to lower your motorcycle. So anyway, with that being said, if you're a short rider and you want to dual sport with one of those bigger, cool dirt bikes, you can do it. Lowering link, seat. That's how you do it. And that's how everybody else does it. And a lot of people don't talk about it, but it is out there and you can do it. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. And if you are a new rider or if you are an experienced rider, and you have done the lowering and stuff like that, what'd you do? How'd you do it? Do you like it? Comments below. Let me know because everybody's been fantastic about each rant that I do each week, and they give great info. Anyway, my name's Joe. I appreciate your time. Thanks for popping in. Don't forget, 690adv.com. Go get your decals, and let me get them shipped out to you. And I'm going to let you know on one of these rant and rides, probably in the next 2 weeks or so. We're going to have the countdown to the first giveaway. And it's going to be something really cool, man. Something you can use, something that you can pack. And I've got one, so I know it's cool. And I know you'll like it. So anyway, hey, I appreciate your time. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your evening. And have a cold beer for me. We love you here at 690. 690 out.